I split open after the surgery. And
what split open? Your tush?
my back.
Your back?
My back. Surgery. I split my whole back open.
Did you know that Renee Graziano and VH1 were sued for $77 million from the doctor who allegedly botched her? Let's go ahead and get into it. I already told you guys about Dr. Shahine, but there was a doctor before him that did work on Renee. His name was Andrew Klapper. Dr. Klapper had did previous work on Drita and Karen from Mob Wives, Renee Graziano's co-stars. The procedure was performed on June 27, 2011. It was even filmed for the show. Renee went in for a full body lift, which included a tummy tuck, skin removal, and a butt lift. During the procedure, Dr. Klapper had some complications after removing a back tattoo. Dr. Klapper ran into some issues when he tried to stitch Renee back up. Allegedly, Dr. Klapper had asked the camera crews to then leave once he hit complications. On season 2 of Mob Wives, Renee stated that she got an infection from the open wound on her back, which led to her losing 6 pints of blood, and also she stated she flatlined. In the court documents, it does state that Renee had to be transferred to the Staten Island University Hospital for emergency treatment. During season 2 of Mob Wives, Dr. Andrew Klapper struck back with a $77 million lawsuit for defamation. Dr. Klapper stated that there was no errors of his own, and VH1 publicized knowingly false statements to several media outlets. Now, the surgery was supposed to be between $30,000 and $40,000. Dr. Klapper stated that he never received any payment from Renee. In June of 2013, the case was actually dismissed. The reason why the case was dismissed was that Klapper agreed to be filmed. Also, the judge explained basically he bargained for the chance of publicity, with the outcome possibly being what he may not have wanted. We all know once you sign these contracts on these reality shows and you agree to be filmed, they can basically do whatever with the footage. And Dr. Klapper being upset about them going to different media outlets, well, a part of the show is that they have to promote it, so it's a part of their contract. So Renee was not held responsible for that either. So what ended up happening to Dr. Klapper? Well, he closed down his practice in Staten Island and moved to the Upper East Side. Because of the bad publicity that he got after Renee's surgery, he ended up closing that down, and he is now located in Florida. He was reported to the board by Renee, however, he did not receive any disciplinary action at all. So after all of that, Renee did find a doctor by the name of Michael Ferrillo who helped her with reconstructive surgery. He has gone on record saying that she is addicted to plastic surgery. As you guys know, we did a video on Dr. Shahine, who's done procedures on Renee, and she also, as recently of March 2022, went to Beverly Hills to have a less invasive surgery. As you guys know from my last video talking about Dr. Shahine, I mentioned Renee, and Renee actually reposted my video on her Instagram story. She stated, "He was far from the perfect doctor." So this lets us know that Renee was not happy with Dr. Shahine's work either. There has been so many people that have reached out to me and shared their stories, and a few people have stated that they went to Dr. Shahine but ended up not going along with the surgery. It was a Stitch video response to my video, so I want to go ahead and play it for you guys. Please follow Body by Dimes on TikTok.
Shahine, you are the best. He wanted to change. He's the perfect doctor.
For those who don't know, Dr. Shahine was the GOAT back then. Like, I knew about him because I wanted surgery. I believe I got surgery back in 2015, and my whole thing was I didn't want to leave New York, right? Like, I didn't want to go to DR. I didn't really want to go any place. I felt like doing it in the States would be safer, you know, so I just wanted to stay here. And I heard about him through Nia Lee and Stephanie Santiago. Those were the ones that was really promoting him. And, you know, he did a lot of celebrities and a bunch of like New York girlies. So if you was on the scene, like, you knew him, like you heard this man's name. So those are the women who I knew of that went to him, right? Now, there's videos, I believe, on YouTube of these ladies getting these procedures. And his whole gimmick was he's giving you lipo, BBL, whatever. He's doing these procedures with you wide awake. So it makes it seem like it's safe and it's painless, you know. So it's like, okay, I don't have to go, you know, under any anesthesia. Like, I'm wide awake. It's okay. Matter of fact, hold on, pause. Before I even go into that, there's a video somewhere Stephanie Santiago getting a procedure, and she's having a full-blown conversation with this man. Like, she's not laying up there getting lipo, like full conversations. And this is what I think got a bunch of people to want to like get work done with him. On top of the fact that these girls' bodies looked great. Like, these women, if you've seen like the afters, they all looked really good. Do not go off a tiny. I don't know who touched her first, but it wasn't him. Anyways, okay, so back to what I was saying, right? Now, as I was looking into him, because like I said, I wanted to go to him. As I was looking into him, I started seeing other videos of these ladies who had work done from him. And all these ladies was complaining. They basically was like how, when you go there, okay, so let's say like your appointment's at 6 o'clock in the morning, you might not get seen till about 1 because there's no anesthesiologist, right? Being that you're wide awake, all they're doing is giving you pills and, you know, pushing drugs on you till you're numb. So can you imagine being in a room with about 6, 7, 10 other chicks waiting for surgery, and all of y'all are drugged up? Everybody is getting pills every couple of hours till you're ready to have surgery. So that's what was going on. A lot of girls said that they did start feeling the pain because it would wear off by the time their turn would come. Like, it was the horror stories. There was a lot of horror stories. There was a lot of botched bodies. So I never actually wound up going to him. I did wind up going to DR. But the thing with him is that he is not a plastic surgeon. He's a whole gynecologist. You got a whole coochie doctor working on you, like giving you a BBL and lipo. He is not a plastic surgeon. And being I do post-op massages, I always tell women, do your research, because a lot of these people are not certified. So there's a difference between a plastic surgeon and a cosmetic surgeon. One went to school. This is your area of expertise. This is what you went to school for. You got your hours, your residency. You went through the whole process. The other one, you got your shit in something else. He was not the only one. There was another one, I think, was a dentist, and then somebody, I think, did feet. Like, y'all have y'all doctor, whatever, in something else, and y'all just took classes, whether it was online or in person. Y'all took classes to become cosmetic surgeons. It is not the same thing. It does not hold the same weight, at least not in my life. It doesn't. You should be looking for somebody that's board certified. So do your research, because these people do not care about you. As soon as they get your money, they don't care. It doesn't matter if you wake up or not. They don't care what happens to you after you leave their facility. So it's like you have to do that research for yourself. Needless to say, I'm not surprised that this is going on with him. I'm not surprised that he lost his license. I'm not surprised that none of this is happening, because, again, you are not a plastic surgeon, sir. You're a coochie doctor.